Hello everyone and welcome back to this channel. So far in our AutoCAD series, we have covered the essential tools and their commands with the drafting techniques. And we have also practiced them through different practice drawings. And today in this video, we are going to create a road cross section, understand its main components and see how the AutoCAD skills we have learned can be applied to a real engineering design. So for that, let's start the video, and I have made an Excel sheet for you guys to tell you the road components. So first of all, on a road there is a center line. Center line is basically the center of any project. For example, if you are building a bridge, there will be a center line there. A railway or a road, it is the center point of the project. Now the next one is median. Median is you can say it is also called a divider, which divides the two flows of traffic. One is ongoing and one is coming. Median shoulder. Median shoulder is distance between the traffic lane and the median. So if you are traveling on the first lane, you have a proper distance from the median, so you don't get into any accidents. Then there are traffic lanes in which you travel your vehicle. Then there is shoulder. Shoulder is basically uh, beside the traffic lanes, and it is used for emergencies. If your car broke down, you can at the end of the road, from where the sidewalk starts, it is to prevent the cars from stop your car in the shoulder and call for your mechanic, or if there is any emergencies vehicle travel in the shoulder, for example the ambulances, to reach the destination faster. Then there is margin. Margin is the distance between the curb and the margin, so you have a proper margin. uh, it's like the end of the road. Curb, you must have seen the black and yellow part accidentally going on the sidewalk. Then there is drainage system under the sidewalk or with the side slope. We put the drainage system under the sidewalk because sidewalk is mostly hollow, because we do not need any proper layers in the sidewalk, and we can place the drainage in there. And also I will show you in our drawing, like we can also put the drainage with the side slope. There is sidewalk where pedestrians walk on. There is rounding. I will show you in the drawing what is rounding. There is side slope. So if you have traveled on the motorways, you must have seen the road level is much higher than the ground level. So the slope that connects the road level with the ground level is called the side slope. It is of, as you can see here, 2:1 ratio or 2:2 ratio or 1:2 ratio. It differs with every design. Then there are road layers. I will discuss this in the video. So let's start with the drawing. First we will draw a center line, and before that we will create the layers. So we will delete all the layers by using this command. Go to name and select all the layers and delete. I will create a layer of center line. We will make it red and change this to center and OK. Now create another layer, median. We'll make it this color and change this to this. Then again we will take margin, make it blue and continuous. Then shoulder, make it yellow. Then we want do a curve. Okay, these are enough. And let's start with the center line. Let's draw a center line here. And now, as you can see, we have a median 1 meter from the center line. We will take the offset command, enter the value of 1, and do this. Now select this and change it to median. Okay. Now we will make a median shoulder, and it is of 1 meter. Enter, enter, set 1, select this and shoulder. Now traffic lanes, they have a width of 3.5. We will draw 2 lanes and okay. Now select this part. Okay, let's make a layer of traffic lanes. Traffic lanes, make them white. Okay, with the dashed and close it. Select this here and traffic lanes. Now there is shoulder of 2 meter and margin of 1 meter. O enter 2, O enter 1 enter. The margin on this side of the road is also used for drainage. So if you are traveling even in the shoulder, you won't get disturbed by the water in the margin area. So select this part and change it to margin. Now this part is the shoulder and this part is the margin. Let's change it to the current layer. Okay. Now curve of 0.15 meter. So O enter 0.15 enter. Do this, and now the sidewalk is 1.5 meters. O enter 1.5 meter and here, and now there is a rounding of 1 meter. Okay. O enter 1 enter, and we will give a random distance of the slope, for example 5 meter, and okay. Now there is drainage. We will add drainage system. We will enter the value of 0.5 and okay, and now offset again and just give a distance of, let's see if I can close this. Select this line and this line. Now enter, take the hatch command, H enter, hatch this part, then go out of the hatch command, then again hatch command, then again go out, hatch this part, again out, and this part and this part, and okay. Now select this part and make it yellow because it will represent the shoulder. This part, make it blue, it represents the margin line. This part, select the design to this and color to this and change its size to 003. Yes, okay. Now select this part and this part and change it to grass and change the value to, okay, make it a bit bigger and okay, it is fine. Select this and change the color to green. Okay. Now this is the median, center line, then median, then the okay, hatch this part to it will represent the shoulder. Take the MA match properties and do this. Now this is the shoulder of the median. These are traffic lanes. Outer shoulder, margin. This is the curb. This is the sidewalk. This is the slope. And this is the drain. We will hatch this also. And OK. And select. I will select this for drain. And OK. And now we have completed half of the road. I will select this. Take the mirror command. This point to this point and no. Now we have created a full road. Now in professional work, this part is already given with the different elevations and distance, but now we do not have it. So first we will make a cross section of our own. For that we will draw a line here. Make sure it's aligned from here to here. OK. And now align the center line and OK. Now let's say if we want to give the elevation to the median, because median is the highest part of the road, because median the center line, then there is a slope of 2% starting from the shoulder. So this part, this part is the highest part of the road, and then a slope starts from here to here in the downward direction, that is 2%. So for that we will draw a center line, that is this, and just assign a random elevation of let's say 10.5 and OK. Rate this and OK. Now we will draw a median of 1 meter. So take the offset command, enter 1 here and here. Now as you can see, the slope is starting from the median shoulder from here. So we will make a 2% slope. For that, take the line command, 2 downwards and 100 to the left side, and C to close the shape. Now erase this part, select it and move it from here to here. Sorry, to here. OK. And now we will give the dimension to the road. For that, dimension linear from here to here, it's 11. This was 0.15. I will fix it. OK. And the slope was 5 plus 1 meter rounding, 6, and OK. And now let me fix this. Select this, double click and 0.15 and OK. Now select the dimension, mirror it and place them here. Then gain the dimension command and enter the dimension of the median. Let me move it a bit closer and OK. Now median had the slope of 2%, also the traffic lanes and the shoulder, but margin had a slope of 3%. So for that we will take the offset command. The margin was 1 meter, so we will minus 1 meter from 11, that is 10. OK. Take the offset and 10 meter. Now take the offset command again and enter 1 for 1. Now we'll trim this part and this part and this part. And now we will give a slope of 3%. So 3 here, 100 here, C, enter. Select this and delete it. Select this line and move it here. Now this has a slope of 2%, this has a slope of 3%. Now trim this part and this part. You can also delete this line. And now it's the side curve. So for that, take the rectangle command. Give this 0.15 by 0.20. Okay. Select it and move it here. This is the curve part. And now curve and the sidewalk had a slope of 2%. We can simply select this line, copy it from here to here, because this slope was already of 2%. Now take the offset command, enter the value of 1.5 and here. Take the extend command and extend the line here and trim this part and OK. Now for example, the slope was here 2 into 1%, but we already gave the distance of the slope as 6 meter. So we will simply take the offset command and enter the value of 6, and for now place this line here. So 2 into 1 ratio slope is like this, 2 here and 1 here and C to close it. Now delete this part, and here we have a slope of 2 into 1%. We can place it here, and for example, if I extend this line and measure it like this, it is more than 6 meters. So that's why we won't use this method. I will show you this method in our next video, but for now we will only take the 6 meter slope with our own elevation. For that, delete this line, take the offset command again, give the value of 0.5. Let me do this. OK. Enter 0.5, enter this, and then again 2 meters, enter and 2, enter and OK. Now take the dimension command and give the dimension to this part. Now since its dimension was 10.5 meters, we will draw a dimension of all these lines. Was it DLI elevation will be same here, but it won't be same here. OK. Now from curb to the ground level, let me turn ortho off. It is this, and from the end of the sidewalk to the ground level, it's this. Okay. Now we will make a slope of our own elevation, and let's say I want to make it 4.5 meters from the ground level. For that, we will take the line command, select this point, turn ortho on and make it 4.5. OK. Now delete this line and attach this line. We forgot the rounding. Let me make an offset of rounding first. Okay. Then I'll enter here and now here. Okay. Now take the fillet command, enter the radius of 1, and this is called the rounding of the slope, and delete this line. Okay. And now draw this line for drainage, trim this, and again I want to make this part of the slope a little bit higher than this. For that, let me give it a dimension first, 4.5. I want to make it 4.8. For that, take the line command, 4.8, select this line, delete it, and now just join this line with this point, and OK. Delete this line, draw a line from here to here. OK. Now we have made this part of the road. Also trim this line and OK. Now I will select it. Let me remove this line first. Select it and mirror, and no. So as you can see, the components of the cross section are aligned with the components of the road. Drain is aligned with the drain, sidewalk is aligned with the sidewalk, even the side curve is aligned with the side curve. So now we will give the dimensions. For that we will make a dimension layer and make it green and OK. Now select this and change the dimension. Select this, take the dimension command here to here, specify this dimension. Now these lines are at the same distance, so we will only give dimension to one line, turn ortho off, and place it here. OK. Now the bottom of the sidewalk and the top of the sidewalk. OK. Then the bottom of the road and the top of the road. The median will also be the same. Yes. Now these are again the same lines. We'll erase them. Now we will turn off the dimension layer and select these lines and remove them. Now we will simply turn it back on. So we have our dimensions. Now change the layer, join this part. OK. And now select these dimensions, take the mirror command and mirror, and OK. So now we will talk about the last component of the road layers. For that I have made a picture for you, and as you can see there are 5 layers of the road: subgrade, subbase, base course, binder course, and surface course, or you can also call it wearing course. These are the thickness that are used in these layers, and these are their functions and the material used. So subgrade, natural ground foundation, provides a strong and stable base for the pavement. It is made of natural soil on the surface. It is compacted properly to achieve the required strength and stability. Subbase provides additional support to the pavement and helps drainage. It is made of granular material such as crushed stones, gravel, or crushed bricks, well graded and compacted. Then there is base course. Main load bearing layer distributes traffic load to the subbase and provides structural strength. And materials are crushed stone aggregate in WMM wet mix metcam or WBM water bound metcam. Stone aggregate is mixed with water and laid in the layers and compacted. Binder course acts as a binder between base course and surface course and adds the strength. It is made of bituminous asphalt mixture with crushed stones, aggregate, sand fillers, and bitumen. The last one is surface course, top layer in direct contact with the traffic, where you travel your car on. It provides a smooth, skid-resistant, and durable riding surface. It is made of high-quality asphalt, bitumen, mixture with fine aggregates and filler. It gives a smooth, durable, and weather-resistant riding surface. And these are all the visual representation. You can pause your video and read it again for better understanding. So for now, we will just copy the thickness of each layer. So first, we will take the surface course with 50 mm thickness. Now, we will turn the dimension layer off and select this line. Take the offset command through and 0.05. Next is 100 mm. So that will be 0.1. Then 300. So we will take base course as 200, sub base as 250, and then subgrade as 300. So 0.2, 0.25, and 0.3. Okay. Now imagine if we take a bucket of sand and throw it on the ground. It won't stack like this. Okay, it will make a little dune like this, and it will stack like this. For this reason, we're gonna take these layers with the 45-degree angle because they are like sand materials and they will stack like a dune. So for that, take the L command, turn this on, take the 45-degree marker and draw a line of 45 degree here, and select this line, copy, put it here, select mirror command, mi, OK, yes, select this and move this one right here. OK, now extend the lines and these lines. Extend, trim, and trim. Now select this. OK. Take the mirror command and mirror and no. So we have made all the layers of the road. Now take the line command and add the lines for drain. O enter, 0.5 enter here. O enter, enter, and here. These are the drains. And this is all the ground. Let me also the offset of this. O enter, 0.2 enter. OK. And OK. Close this and this. So now, since this is a cross section, so we will take the hatch command, go to sand, hatch this part, and this part, change the scale to 0.04 for instance, and OK. Now this represents the ground part of the cross section. Now this was the drain, so take the hatch command, select grate and hatch this part and this part and change the scale to 1 and OK. Now this was the side curb and the sidewalk, so take the hatch command, open this, take the solid like this and this. Let's turn them yellow and OK. Again take the hatch command, hatch this and this and change it to the sidewalk and change the scale to 0.03. OK, this looks fine. And now the layers of the road, so for that we will take the hatch command, hatch this part and this part, and since it was the subgrade, so for that we will make it, we'll choose this first. Let's say gravel, change the scale to 0.01. OK, and we will make it brown. More colors and OK. Then there was a sub base. Again hatch command, hatch this part, close the hatch, select the hatch here and choose a less brown version and OK. OK. Now again take the hatch command. Wait a minute. Hatch this and this. Select the hatch. And make them of this color, and then we will keep the asphalt as the default color. Let me change this so you could understand the ground better. Let me also use the gravel part. OK, change the scale to 0.5. Select this and make it brown. OK, so this is the ground. the cross section of the roads, cross section of the sidewalk, the curb, rounding, drain, and the slopes. So this is how we can make the cross section of the road. Now we will give the dimensions. Select the dimension layer, turn it on, and OK. So as you can see, the dimensions that are mentioned here, will simply copy this dimension and place them here on the actual road for the alignments and the elevations. For that, we know the edge of the median is 10.5. So we will take the text command, text here, and enter the value of 10.5. Select it, change to dynamic, select it again and increase the size to 0.5. Looks fine. OK. Now rotate it. OK. Now select this, copy and paste it here. Now we'll take the offset command and divide this road into 3 parts of 10-meter sections. So 10, let me join this line together. OK. Now select this line, offset 10, and one here and one here. Now take the dimension command, ten, and again from here to this point 10. Now median was 10.5. The start of this slope was also 10.5, but the end of the road was 10.3. So we will copy this, not the on, and place one at the end of the road and change its value to 10.3. OK. Sit here. Now the start of the curve is 10.5 and the end of the curve is 10.4. Let me change its color first. 10.5 and 10.4. We'll select this, copy. Since there is very small space, so let me fix this like this, and OK. Now remove this. This was 10.5, this was 10.4. OK. Move them here. Take the Q leader command, at this point, and here do this. Now the start of the side curve is this and the end is this. OK. And now the slope where it lands on is 4.5. We will mark this as 4.5. Select this, copy, place one here as 4.5 and one here like this. Select this, 4.5 and 4.8. OK. Now we will select these dimensions and mirror them, and no. So we have given the dimension of these components. Now we will select this, copy, place it here, rotate it, okay. Now copy it again, place one here, okay, one here, one here, and one here. Now we will add the stations. So for example, this is 1 plus 200. It will be 1 plus 210, and it will be 1 plus, sorry, control A, 1 plus 220, and okay. Select these, copy, place them here, and now select it, copy it again, place one here, select it, and since it had a slope of 2%, so we will add 2 and percent. Now take the Q leader and make it of this direction. Select this, copy, place one here and one here. Now select this, let me move them like this, select them again, take the mirror command, from this point to this point, and no. Now we have mirrored the same dimensions on that side too. So now, since margin slope was 3%, so we will select this, copy, and place it on margin, or we can select this whole text, copy, and place it on margin, turn this off like this, change the text to 3 and this to 3 and this to also 3. Select this and mirror this to and no. Okay, so now it's time to give the slope of 2% on the sidewalk. For that, select this, copy, and turn ortho off, this off, and you can place it here, and okay. And we'll select this again, take the mirror command and mirror them here. Now as you can see, this chain edge is increasing after 10 meters, so we will change the elevations a little bit with every change in the chain edge. For that, we will select this, these, or just select these parts so we can mirror them later. Take the copy command, turn ortho on, and place one here and one here. Now, since they are overlapping, select this text, move it a bit here, select this, move it here, remove this, take the cube leader command again, and from here to here, turn ortho off, select this and like this. Okay. This, move it a bit here, select this and put it here, and okay. Now since it was 10.5, so we'll increase it by 2 points, for instance 10.7 and 10.9, and then 10.5, 7 and 6. Also these 4.7 and 5.0. Now these ones, it was 10.5, so 10.7, 10.7, so 10.9, 10.6 to 10.8, 4.7 to 4.9, 4.5 to 5.2. Okay, we'll select these dimensions and mirror them on the other side. Make sure you select all the dimensions, so you don't need to mirror them again and again like I was doing. And I hope these were all the dimensions. Okay, and now take the mirror command, this point, this point, and no, and it is in between the text, so move it a bit down like this, and okay. So now if we try to understand this drawing, our median was first on 10.5, then after 10 meters it increased in elevation to 10.7, then 10.9. Now you will be asking me a question like, why 10.5, not 10.7 or 10.9 in this drawing? Because since we have already drawn this cross section, so we will draw a line that will represent that the road was cut from this part of the cross section. So we will take the 0 layer and ortho on and draw a line from here to here. Okay, now we will make this pattern on the line like this and this. Okay, let me copy it, place it here, mirror it. Okay, Yes, move it and place it here. Okay, now hatch this and this, make it solid and of white color. Now take the text command, enter A, select and change its style to 5. Now copy it and place one here and one here. Now this line is representing that the road is cut from this point to this point, means from A point to A point, this area, and this area has an elevation and dimensions of 10.5, 10.3, 10.5, 10.4. So 10.5, 10.3, 10.5, 10.4, then 4.5 and 4.8. And let me also give a dimension of these. For that, DLI median from here to here, it was 2 meter. From here to the edge of the road, it was 11. The curb was 0.15 and the sidewalk was 1.5. This 0.15. Okay, and the drain was 0.5 and this part of ground was 2 meters, and the slope itself was from here, it was 6 meter including the rounding. And now select these measurements, make them of this and mirror them like this, and no. Now as you can see, they are also the same with the road components. And also I have added this to represent road cross section, so you could understand why this part of the road was cut and the cross section of that part was made. And now, for example, if I select this and move it downwards to this point, now that means that this cross section is of this part of the road. So for that we will have to change its alignment and its elevation according to this point. So here the median is 10.7, so we would have to change the median and elevate it 0.2 meters from the upward direction. So this line or cross section represents the part of the cross section of the road that is made here, and elevations that were 10.4, 4.5, 4.8 here will be changed to 4.7 and 5 and 10.6. So this is how you can create a cross section, and that's why this data is given to us, so we can add it on the components of the road and make the cross section easily. I made this cross section for you guys very slowly and step by step, so you can understand how this works. And I hope you understood the video, and if there are any queries you can ask me in the comments. And in the next video I will come up with not actually this type of cross section, but a typical cross section in which the values of the elevations and distances are given to us. So we have to add them into the polyline to create the FGL and OGL. So till then you can watch my previous videos, and if you are new to this channel I would recommend watch my AutoCAD beginner to advanced playlist, and it will help you in the AutoCAD journey. And and I will see you in my next video. Till then, take care and practice.